Good day, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in your part of the world. This is King B News and Views with another video. So, before I get into this article, you see the title on the screen. Dairy recall map shows states affected by F.D.A.'s highest alert. This one let you all know, if you haven't already, I've subscribed to my backup channel, King B News 2. That's King B News 2. And I have another channel as well, King B Workouts. For my King B Workouts channel, that's where I'll be posting all of my workout videos. I posted a run video yesterday, and I have another run video loading up right now on that channel as I'm speaking. Call it my TRS, or my therapy run sessions, where I'm talking about current events and what's going on and sharing my views while I'm running. Okay, so if you go over to that channel and subscribe to that channel as well and check it out. Subscribe to both of my backup channels. Again, it's King B Workouts and King B News 2. All right. And for those of you who are not subscribed to this channel, if you're just checking it out, see what I'm talking about, if you like what you hear, subscribe to this channel as well, King B News and Views. Check out my previous videos, a lot of information on this channel where I'm speaking truth and reading articles and talking about what's going on. So much so that YouTube gave me a warning already. So subscribe to this channel and subscribe to my other two backup channels, King B News 2 and King B Workouts, where I'll have all my workout videos posted to that channel. So let's get into this article. Dairy recall map shows states affected by F.D.A.'s highest alert. This article by Newsweek. They released this article just 2 hours ago. And they're showing the map. And it says more than 1 million pounds of cheese products have been recalled, with some 24 states affected by the warning. And you see the states here. And it's just more of what we're dealing with when it comes to our food, the poisoning of our food, air, water, the microplastics in water, the forever chemicals that's in the tap water, fluoride that's in the tap water. Do your research on that. I guess I got to be careful how I say things on this channel, since I already received a warning for speaking the truth. But I'm going to go on and keep on speaking the truth. A little water break, pardon me, whether they like it or not. But let me start reading this. Recalled dairy products have been hit with the most severe hazard warning amid fears they could be contaminated with the food poisoning bug Salmonella. A huge range of whey and lactose products destined for restaurants and food manufacturers were recalled by the Grand Cheese Company after the items had been shipped across the country and abroad. The firm first initiated the recall back on May 1st, with notices affecting 1,726,910 pounds of dairy products. Last week, the Food and Drug Administration issued an update classifying the recall as a Class 1 risk level, meaning consumption of a contaminated product could cause serious adverse health consequences or death. The map above shows where the products were distributed: Arkansas, California, Colorado, Georgia, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Michigan, Minnesota, Montana, North Carolina, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, and Wisconsin are all affected by the recall. The recalled products were also distributed outside of the U.S. in Canada, Ecuador, and Japan. The products in question, according to the FDA, are Grand Lactose, product codes 30600 and 30601, Grand Bravo, 250 functional whey protein 32101, Grand Bravo 300 functional whey protein 32102, Grand Bravo 500 functional whey protein 32103, Grand Bravo 550 functional whey protein 32105, Grand Bravo 600 functional whey protein 32106, Grand Ultra 8000 nutritional whey protein isolate 32200, and Grand Ultra 9100 nutritional whey protein isolate 32131, and also Grand Ultra 9150 nutritional whey protein isolate 32324, and Grand Primo Y45 cultured dairy product 32400. Salmonella is a bacteria that makes people sick and is often the cause of food poisoning. Sufferers are usually hit with diarrhea, fever, and stomach cramps, and can remain ill for up to a week, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Salmonella poisoning isn't usually life-threatening, but it can be dangerous for the more vulnerable patients, such as the elderly or those with weak immune systems. It is unclear how the possible salmonella contamination occurred and whether any consumers have fallen sick as a result. Newsweek reached out by email to Grand Cheese Company seeking clarification on Monday. A spokesperson for the Grand Custom Ingredients Group said Grand Custom Ingredients Group voluntarily recalls certain whey and lactose products processed at a single location because they have the potential to be contaminated with salmonella. No cheese products are affected. The issue was discovered during a standard quality control process, and out of an abundance of caution, recall procedures were deployed. Grand Custom Ingredients Group is working in partnership with customers affected by this recall. In alignment with our commitment to the highest safety and quality standards, we are fully investigating the root cause of the recall. The firm's website says it manufactures several lines of trademark quality cheese for the finest pizzerias and restaurants. We also provide specialty whey products through international food and beverage manufacturers, which uniquely improves the taste, texture, and nutrition of their products. Recalls happen relatively often across a range of industries. Data compiled by Newsweek last week found more than 350 food and beverage recalls by the FDA for a range of products, including baby formula, fruits and vegetables, food kits, desserts, snacks, drinks like lemonade, dipping sauces, frozen pizzas, pastas, and cooking oils. And that's the end of the article. And, it's just what we're dealing with. It's what we're dealing with when it comes to our food, when it comes to our everyday life and what we need, in order to survive, right? As I often said, we really got to get into agriculture, growing our own foods. For those of us who eat meat and use animal byproducts, like milk, we really need to if you have the space, get you some animals, get you some chickens, get you a cow, a couple of cows if you can afford it, right? You got to get self-sufficient, grow our own foods, and then trade with each other, barter with each other, because we're at a moment in time in our life where going to the grocery store and buying our foods, we're putting ourselves at risk. We're putting our lives at risk because of there's just too many hands, right? Too many hands touching our food before it gets to the grocery store and when it's at the grocery store. And we don't know what's going on. I mean, what's causing this? Why all of a sudden, all of these recalls are happening? Look, coffee, there's a coffee recall, salad recall, right? Let's get into some of this. I'm a coffee drinker. I do drink coffee from time to time still, so let me see what's going on with this. This is another Newsweek article. Let's see what it's talking about here. This is another coffee recall, Newsweek, and this was published on the 15th. A company has voluntarily recalled a batch of its coffee concentrate because there may be no ingredient statement and no nutrition label. Tri-brewed coffee concentrate in 6 amber glass bottles to a case was pulled off shelves by the Texas-based firm Waco Bottling LLC on Monday. Newsweek has contacted Waco Bottling LLC via email for comment. The Food and Drug Administration revealed the recall's risk classification on Thursday, giving it a Class 3. This is given in a situation in which use of or exposure to a volatile product is not likely to cause adverse health consequences. Class 2 is when the use of or exposure to a volatile product may cause temporary or medically reversible adverse health consequences, or where the probability of serious adverse health consequences is remote. The most severe category, Class 1, as I just read about the milk situation, is issued in a situation in which there is a reasonable probability that the use of or exposure to a volatile product will cause serious adverse health consequences or death. In total, 321 cases of 3,852 bottles distributed throughout the U.S. via Amazon have been recalled. The F.D.A. issues recalls for products with no ingredient information because this can pose risks to consumers who need to know what is in an item. This could be the case for people with allergies, dietary restrictions, and those counting calories. The regulatory organization says the Food and Drug Administration is responsible for assuring that foods sold in the United States are safe, wholesome, and properly labeled. This applies to foods produced domestically as well as foods from foreign countries. The Federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act and the Fair Packaging and Labeling Act are the federal laws governing food products under FDA's jurisdiction. Common reasons for a product getting distributed without an ingredient statement or label include human error, when labels are accidentally left off during the packaging process, and label shortages, when products are shipped without them because there is a lack of pre-printed labels. So that don't sound like something serious. They just for whatever reason didn't put any labels on the products. The FDA has launched an investigation into 68 people being hospitalized with salmonella infections after a suspected outbreak in contaminated cucumbers. I did a video on that. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention wrote in a statement, the true number of sick people in this outbreak is likely much higher than the number reported, and the outbreak may not be limited to the states with known illnesses. This is because many people recover without medical care and are not tested for salmonella. In addition, recent illnesses may not yet be reported, as it usually takes 3 to 4 weeks to determine if a sick person is part of an outbreak. The CDC has issued the following advice. Do not eat any recalled cucumbers. If you recently purchased cucumbers and have them at home, you can check with the store where you purchased them to see if they were part of the recall. If you can't tell, do not eat them. Wash items and surfaces that may have touched the recalled cucumbers using hot soapy water or a dishwasher. Call your healthcare provider if you have any severe salmonella symptoms. Again, I've done a video about the cucumbers, what's going on with the cucumbers. Check that out. So let's go back and let's check out the salad recall. And this was published again by Newsweek on the 14th, just this past 14th. Updated on the 15th. The F.D.A. is warning consumers in 2 states of a potential undeclared ingredient in prepackaged salads that could trigger serious allergic reactions. A voluntary recall announcement shared to the F.D.A. website on Friday warns that some Tuscan salad bowls produced by Heinen's of Warrensville Heights, Ohio, include labeling that fails to mention that the product may contain pecans. The salads were distributed to Heinen's retail locations in Ohio and Illinois. The affected salad packages of varying weight all have a UPC code of 2-08888 and 40849-3 and a sell-by date of 06/02/24. The company said that the recall was initiated after it was discovered that product containing pecans was distributed in Tuscan salad bowls that did not reveal the presence of additional allergens. So that's just another one. While no related adverse reactions have been reported at the time of publication, the recall announcement asks those with an allergy or severe sensitivity to pecans to avoid eating the salad and to instead discard or return the product. So it just comes down, what it comes down to is with these salads, you gotta look. Don't just read the label. Take the time and look and see if you can see the ingredients. Again, we have to get back into growing our own food if we can. For those who have the land, you're sitting on some acres, you have the space to grow your own food. Look to barter with people who don't have the space, And if you don't have the space, you're not out of luck. If you live in an apartment, you can buy some grow bags, which I believe are not expensive at all. They're pretty inexpensive. Get you some grow bags and get you some soil, and you can start saving your seeds when you buy vegetables and you buy fruit, whatever. And just look online. There's tons of information online. People who grow their own food have videos out where they show how they do it and how-to videos and how to grow your own foods from seeds, right? And what to do and how to do it. There's plenty of videos on YouTube, Instagram, and so on and so forth. So if you have a small space, you're living in a small space, you're not out of luck. You still can grow your own food. And again, for those of you who have the land, you have the space to you homesteading, you're growing you're farming, you may have some chickens, you may have some animals, whatever. Look to barter. We have to, that's something we got to get back to. You know, that's how it used to be done. And we got to get back to that, right? Because we're going to need each other to survive, right? For what's coming, for what's to come. If you look around and you pay attention, there's a lot going on right now. But that's all I got for this big video. This is King B News and Views with another video. Again, shout out to my subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you. And for those of you who have not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Check out my previous video. A lot of information on this channel, right? And this channel is being watched. I already received a warning, right? I guess I'm telling too much truth. So subscribe to my backup channel, King B News 2. And also I have a workout channel, King B Workouts. All my workout videos will be posted on that channel. Shout out to each and every one of you. Stay safe out there. Stay alert. Pay attention. Love yourself unconditionally. Keep your loved ones close. Talk about what's going on, right? Talk about your plans. Go over your plans. Have multiple plans, so you are prepared for whatever situation may come your way. You know what to do and how to handle it. Protect the children and babies. Our children, our babies are under attack. Protect the women. Our women are under attack as well. Shout out to all the natural born women out there. Shout out to each and every one of you. All of you. Right? All of you that are pure in heart. Right? And have positive energy. And just trying to do the best to survive in this wicked society. Because they don't have our best interest in mind, right? They don't care about us. Just look around. Look at the high inflation. Look at the prices in the stores. When you're in the stores, you're doing your shopping, right? The dollar doesn't stretch as far as it used to, and is on a steady decline. Pay attention to that as well. But that's all I have. Stay tuned. Till the next video. Peace, everyone.